Hello everyone and welcome to Coco House. Now today I thought I'm gonna make a little trading plan video because it's a hell of a big part of the game I enjoy is to trade on the market. Though my budget is very small, I'm gonna throw an idea and my thinking process out there, and it's disclaimer, it's for you to decide what you think, if it's good or not, after you hear me out. So the first promo that EA already announced is one to watch, and it is starting way earlier than the last year. Anyways, you can vote between these three guys to have an SPC during the one to watch promo. Now I went for Eder Militao, but I think Saint Maximin will win it because it's Premier League, it's French, it's a hell of a hyped card. But Eder Militao now, with the pace this year being so important, could be a nice defender. So either them two, I'd be shocked if Courtois would win. So we're gonna focus on them two here. Now, the previous years, like FIFA 16 and 17, EA with all investments were so predictable. But now, investing becoming so popular, they are trying to mix the things up heavily, which is actually a good thing, because literally in the past you could go open the calendar, every year was the same thing over and over again. But now they are changing things up. That's why there is a little bit more risk involved if they're gonna surprise with the requirements, make them completely different. But there is still a good chance it's gonna be something similar like the last year. So the very good website to see what the hell went down last year is Foothead, and you can see all the previous expired SPCs. And if anybody remembers that Gelson Martin's SPC, I don't think we could have voted for him, he was randomly put out there, but this should be somewhat indicator what the SPC will look like when they release whoever wins the community vote. So for Gelson Martins you needed 2 SPCs done, one involved, these were the requirements here. One involved minimum 1 sporting CP players, and that's the club he used to play for before he transferred. Minimal rating 83, chemistry 80. And the second one was this one here. You needed 2 Atletico Madrid players, 85 rating, 80 chemistry. Why I'm showing this, because there is a good chance whoever wins, let's say this Saint Maxim guy will win. He used to play for Nice and now he's going to Newcastle United, so there's a good chance there is going to be SPC involving his old club and his new club. But I'm gonna get that into second, what I buy for the investment. But before, just to show you, there is Jimenez from last year, and I filtered out the time between the 21st of September to 17th October. That's the start of the game, and the one to watch SPC Gelson Martin was on the 12th. So you can see here, so Jimenez would be an 84 rated Atletico Madrid player, which was required to complete the Gelson Martins. And you can see on the 12th he cost on Xbox 2,600, and he went all the way up to 6,000. And keep in mind, if you think about last year, this Gelson Martin, nobody wasn't really interested in him. If you look at Eder Militao or this Maxim guy this year, they are absolute beasts, so hyped cards, so it's a completely different story. So I would expect actually popularity will be insanely greater than this race here over Gelson Martin card in FIFA 19, which was pretty trash. People can actually vote now, and it will be much more hype around it. Now to the investing point, taking all this data together, the best thing is to buy as cheap possible Nice players with some decent rating, and Newcastle United players. And for Militao would be Porto, where is he coming from, and Real Madrid, where is he going to. So I'm just making Porto, and as example you can go to the footbin and sort out the cheapest to the highest only Porto players, and then see, depending on your console as well. If you are on PlayStation or Xbox, it's different markets altogether. So you wanna check something with the smallest risk. Let's say this Danilo Pereira seems like a decent 83 rating. He's from Porto and he's about 2k, which is one of the cheapest 83s anyway, so it wouldn't hurt to pick few of them up, because if that's correct, it could triple or quadruple in price. And these are the type of small risk big return investments that I always like to do. So here we are on my Xbox transfer list now. I still have 20k. I'm gonna put it all in here, as it is a so small risk. I don't think I'm gonna lose if I'm wrong on this one, but if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win big, and then I can improve my squad. So I bought Ruffier because they might require like French, because Eder Militao is Brazilian and Ruffier is French. So if you see that 83 or 84 rated cheapest ones are some French or Brazil guys, it wouldn't hurt to pick up either. And then like I showed before, Danilo Pereira for 1.8k, can't really go wrong with that too much, even if it goes completely south. And down the line 83s will be required either way at some point, so it's very like safe. Real Madrid, I would actually prefer Eder Militao to win, but I think it's very, very unlikely. But just in case, I grabbed a couple of Nacho Fernandez. That's a 1.5k for 82 rated. It's a bit pushing it, a bit of a risky side. And then for Porto, 700 coins, which if you don't need him, you can just discard him for exactly the same price. So these Coronas, so it's a little bit of low rating. If they require like 85 rated squad and you're gonna put 81 there, it's a bit of a pain. And keep in mind, in Newcastle actually there's not a whole lot of high rated players, so it's so little risk, like 450 and 400 coins. It's no risk whatsoever. But the problem is so many packs will be opened as well, so these cards will come on the card. Hopefully the demand is way bigger, because if they require specifically these, they might ask you to put like 3 of the Newcastle or do something different this year, because they have to fix the price somehow to be high. And there is not a whole lot of high rated players in Newcastle. Anyways guys, let me know what you think of that, and I'm gonna pick up for another 20k the cards in that region. And then we look forward for release of the SPC tomorrow and see how it's gonna go down. And if you want to see more of these, me doing the trading throughout the year, let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Adios amigos, muchachos gracias.
Always looking to strike a goal, so damn it, hit the like and subscribe for show. It's the cuckoo house, 'cause we the pack addicts and we back at it. It's the cuckoo house, verified. FIFA patience get loud.